On my podcast, I ask my guests about kindness. What does kindness mean to you? And do you have any person in your life who is always kind to you and brings positive emotions to your life?
Oh, yeah, I have been the beneficiary of kindness from all kinds of people. One of the kindest people I know is my father. My father is a very kind person. He is a person that volunteers. He helps people out. He is a person that's willing to, do what he can to help other people. I fall very short of that, but I really, really respect that. I would say that all of the people I'm in business with are kind people, are people that have this aspect about them. And, you look for clues. How does everybody can say they're kind, but you look at how much do they go out of their way to help other people? Theater Dimensional, my co-founder, you know, like me, like he keeps a calendar open for college kids who want to ask questions and just want to figure out like how to get a career in AI. And I think that you look for these clues. And so I certainly, you know, could do a lot more to increase my capacity for this, but I'm grateful to the people around me that have been that. I was very, the people at OpenAI were super. I was a guy that didn't have I never worked at a tech company before, never worked there. But Sam Altman, Greg Brockman, they looked at what I was doing and said, hey, let's give this guy a chance. And that was certainly, kind to me. I watched Sam do uh, in innumerable numbers of acts of kindness. I've watched him, spend, give time to, founders who were way far off from having any idea what they want to do and giving them advice. I watched him take out time out of his day to help, a new employee understand, how to navigate some complex issues. That's one of the things that's been really helpful for me is to watch people who have every excuse in the world not to be kind, but actually exceptionally kind. And I would say Sam is a very kind person, and I take a lot of inspiration from him. His bandwidth is incredible. I get a response from him. I know people, he'll respond to them, which is great. So I've seen other people like that I really, really respect.
I think it's great that you're saying that, because if you spend an hour or two on X, yeah, you would think that Sam is a villain. So it's very nice to hear that there's so many kind words about him.
Well, it's nobody knows him. It's people who are playing. They have a cartoon in their head and they think they know the plot to it and they think they know the characters to it. It's just a thing where because I get this and it's like, whoa, what's he like? I'm like, talk to people who know him. And it's the stories, it's not, I've known people that like professionally disagreed with him. There have been employees who said, I don't like this approach towards it, but I can, show you anecdote after anecdote experience. I think this is a thing that no other CEO would do. Nobody do this. But, we were so conditioned by Hollywood and movies like The Social Network and whatnot about like the tech bro archetype that anybody who comes forward, all of a sudden they're going to have that baggage in their head. And it's funny because some of the people I think who are free, who would describe themselves as free thinkers, don't realize how much they lean into that sort of that tropish sort of thinking. And it's just, you know,
Very
don't know what to
judgmental
say.
too.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm like, this is I've had, at one point I was ready. Spent 2 years open and I was going to leave. I was really concerned about making sure that AI was widely deployed. Like, how do we make sure that everybody else gets access to these models? And Sam had told me, like, I see a world where we make sure that everybody gets access to ChatGPT, for free. And at that point, it was super expensive to do that. And then he found a way. He found a way. And I thought that was, amazing. You could say, well, it's a marketing thing, like, well, maybe, but it's a super useful one. Worked out really well. Google figured out, the idea of, they've been ended up monetizing search, but they still created an incredible tool. Google search changed the way we think about the world. And I think about what Sam's done with ChatGPT and making this thing so widely available like that. And, coming from a place that I sincerely believe is wanting people to have this and not just, oh, how do I make money from this? And as a company should make money some way, but
Absolutely. And thank you. Thank you for your time. And I hope we will connect again.
thank you.